Hi everyone. So in this video we'll discuss about Python booleans and Python operators. So first we'll see about booleans. See, boolean will represent either true or false. Okay, so it is very important. It is one of the data type. So in most of the applications, you face some conditions. Like let's assume so you're creating one dating application. So if the girls likes one guy, so what are the things? So in those kind of a scenarios, or if it rains, what you are going to do. So in those kind of a cases, so you have to aware of this boolean. You will use those boolean things there. So you have to remember one thing. So boolean is nothing but either true or false. That's it. So the data type has only these two things. So if you consider other data types, there are if you consider integer, strings, and those are different data types. It has a wide range of values. You can put whatever value, you can use numbers and everything. But in boolean you have only two things, either true, it's true or false. That's it. So here you can see this example. So so it was checking like these kind of a conditions. You have to write some programs, you have to write some codes. In those cases you'll put these conditions. Okay, so whether let's assume so you are doing some obesity application. So if the person is overweight, what are the conditions, what are the things he has to follow? So if the person is underweight, what are the conditions you have to follow? So like these kind of a cases, like if the let's take b is the weight of the average person, I mean weight of the normal person. If it is greater than that person, the patient, then what is the conditions he has to follow, what are the conditions he don't have to follow? So these kind of a things you have to use, you have to know about this boolean. So let's try this ourselves. Okay, see, it will, I told you, it will give you true or false. 10 is greater than 9, that is true, and it is not equal, that's why false. It's less, it's not possible, that's why it's given false. So a boolean will return you either true or false. That's it. In this case also, here what we are doing is like 200 is greater than, sorry, 33 is greater than 200. No, it won't come here, so it will come to else block. And so 33, so b is not greater than a, 33 is not greater than a. This will be the outcome. So in this way this boolean operations will helpful. So see, what we have to do is like this will return either true or false. So that's it. So this 33 is greater than 200. No, it's return false. Then if false won't exist, that's why it will comes to the next else block. So whatever content which is present in the else, that will execute. So in this case this print statement is given, so that's why it is executing. So see, we can also evaluate. Okay, so bool of something means if anything have some value, then bool will return true. That's it. So it will return true. Why? Because bool of something is, it has hello has some value, so that's why it returns true. 15 is some value associated with that, so that's why it returns true. So generally, most of the value, whatever values you use, that will return true only. But these things you have to remember. Okay, bool of false means obviously it will false. Bool of none means it is obviously false. Okay, bool of zero means false. These are empty. Okay, so if you give empty, then it will return false. Here you can see. So if it is empty, or empty string, or empty tuple, empty list, empty dictionary, so none, zero, so these things will return false. So that's it about majorly Boolean. So I'd say if simply it's like true or false. That's it. So let's deal with operators. See, operators are used to perform operations, okay, on variables and values. Okay, so in our school and in our college, so we studied about different operators are there: arithmetic operators, assignment operator, comparison operators, logical, identity, membership, and bitwise. So in majorly in general applications, okay, so we use arithmetics and we use comparison, we use logical. So this bitwise and membership and identity, those are very rare. So majority of the cases we use this arithmetic and comparison is the most important one, so we use most of the cases. And logical also will do in the most of our core parts, but rest of the things are not that much important. And I mean important in the sense, we won't use that in that much, so so normally we won't use these things. In special cases only we'll go for this bitwise and other operators. So these are the arithmetic operators. We studied about addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, exponentiation, and floor division. So these are the way. This is the way you have to use. So you can just simply click on try it, and it will see. So 5 plus 3 is 8. So, so subtraction, simple. then multiplication. This is how we have to do. You have to declare this in, I mean, sometimes you can also declare like this: z equal to x into y. uh, Simply you can give print z. Just run it, so still it will work fine. So okay, in the same way, in same code only, you can do some addition equal to x plus y. So in this way, you can do in the print, you can pass this, and also you can print multiple things. So yeah. So that's how these operators will work. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Modulus will give you the remainder. Okay, so so 5 divided by 2. So 2 2s are 4, and so you'll get the remainder as. So quotient is 2, remainder as 1. So that's why modulus will return the remainder. It is very important. Modulus one is very important. Exponential, you have to do the powers. Okay, so 2 power 5. So 2 power 5. That is 32. See, simply you can use this asterisk asterisk, and so in this way you can get the two powers. Otherwise, if you don't want to use this, you have to import from math. You have to import POW power function. Then you have to pass the 2 comma 5. So in that case, it will work. This floor division is important, so it will return you the floor value. Okay, so let's assume, so generally it is 7.5, right? So 7.5, the floor value is 7. So if it is 7.9 also, the floor value is 7 only. So let's take it is uh this is a 17. Okay, it's okay, 3. Let's take 3. Then run. So floor value will return the, so whatever, even though if it is so 3 5 the 15 2 3 5.6, still it returns the 5. So it will return the this so it won't comes to the fraction value. It completely eliminates, and what is the base value which is close to the floor, just seal and floor. Yeah, there are two functions will be available. One is seal and another one is floor. Floor means the bottom and seal means the top. So if you have a 7.1, the seal value of 7.1 is 8. So because you have to consider the top value, the floor value is like, even though if it is 7.9, the floor value is 7. So that is the difference between seal and floor. So these are the assignment operators. Okay, so equal to symbol, you can assign something. How we were declaring assigning variables. So you have to remember. I mean, you don't need to remember. This is another style of assigning this. So instead of writing this x equal to x plus, you can simply write like this. Instead of writing x equal to x minus 3, you can simply write minus equal to 3. This is the same thing with multiplication, division, and modulus division. This is the power symbol. So these things, this and equal to this is important. So these are like so this is the and operation. Okay, x equal to x and 3. X is 5 5 and 3. 5 means you they in this binary way. So 5 is like 101. 3 means 011. So here you're doing and operation. And operation, what will both, one means one either. So in this case, I'm just explaining this. If both are 1 means 1, otherwise it's 0. So 0 0 1. So that is the answer you are getting here. So it was doing, basically it's doing AND operation. These are known as logical operations we will do in our engineering time and in school time also. So AND operation, OR operation, XOR, so logic gates. So based on that form, based on that scenario, so we're doing these operations. So here exactly what's happening is like 5, it was converting into 101, and 3 means 011. So it was doing the AND operation. Based on that, it was returning this value. That's it. The same goes to this OR operator. See, XOR. So this means like, so 5 means 101, 3 means 011. So OR case means either it any one, if any both 0 means 0, otherwise it will 111. So 111 value is 7. So that's why you're returning 7. So how it's same, 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 square 4, 4 into 1 plus 2 into 1 plus 2 power 0 is 1 into 1. So that is total sum is 7. So that's why we're getting the 7 value. the same thing, this exponential operation, and so greater than less than equal to, so the same things will go here. You can try this, will let you know. I mean, you'll get to know same things. So you can see this comparison operations. Okay, so whether both the variables are equal or not, these are the useful ones we generally use in our applications. So whether both the things are equal or not, that is what the symbol is doing. And not equal or not is greater or not, less than or equal to, or greater than equal to, or less than equal to, those things. And operators, I also told you, see, and operators is like this condition has to satisfy at the same time, this condition has to satisfy, both these things has to satisfy, then only the below statement, or I can explain with an example. So see here what they are doing. So this has to be true, and this is also has to be true. So then only it will work. In this case, what, 5 is greater than 3? Yes, and 5 is less than 10? Yes. Both the things are satisfied. That's why it was returning true. Suppose I make it as a 15, one condition will fail. Obviously, 15 is less than 10. No, it is failed. So then one is true, another one is false. Then obviously you will get the false. See, that's how these things works. So or operator means either one will satisfy, then it is enough. Okay, so it need not to satisfy both the conditions. Basically it will check the first one. If it is true, then it won't check for the another one. It directly returns a true. So one satisfies, I mean, if one condition satisfies true, then that is done. That's the advantage with this or. And not is same. So not means if true, this entire expression will return true. If you apply not, then it will return false. If this entire expression is false, then if you apply not, it will return true. That's the advantage of this not. And is not, so we used to compare these things if they are actually the same object or not. So if x is y or not, if this condition is satisfied, it returns true. If this is not satisfied, then it returns false. That's the advantage of this is and is not. You can just simply click on this, try it, and you can check these things, it will work fine. Then after that, membership means these things only. So uh, Python in and not in, whether it is this one is in this one or not, or whether this variable is not in this one or not. In that way you will check. So this is the bitwise operators I already told you. So each one will set uh, so and operator, see, like this expression. Okay, you can see here. So 6 means 110, and 3 means 011. So they're checking the and operations. Both are 1 means 1, otherwise it's true. Sorry, otherwise it's 0. So that's how it's working. So here they're giving the numbers also, like bitwise, so 011, so 101. So if you know about this, if you studied in our college or school, means you can understand this very easy. Okay, so but majority of the times we won't implement these bitwise manipulations in our application, in general applications. But it's very simple. It's not that much complicated. Simply you have to understand what is the value of this 6 in binary format, and if you apply this, and you can get the results. That's it. Simple and operations and or operations. XOR. XOR means, like, if so both the things has to be same, means then zero, otherwise it is one. So either 0 0 means zero, or 1 1 means zero. Otherwise, if alternative ones are there, means alternative 1 0 is there, 1 1 is there, then in that case the result is one. So that's a fundament. I mean, that's a concept of this XOR. Not, 0 means 1, 1 means 0. 0, this is a left shift and this is a right shift. So you can simply check this and you can get to know what it was doing. It was pushing, or pushing left and pushing right. But in majority of the cases you won't require these things. And operator precedence. Okay, so generally we do the problems and we solve the problems. In those case, we have to follow some precedence, and like, we can't simply put some expression and it will return the results. No, it's not like that. it follows some procedure, like so which has to give the highest precedence. We solve this mathematical problems, and generally the mathematical numericals like 2 plus 3 plus, and in the braces it will do multiplication and division and all those things. Then we have to follow one rule that is known as board mass rule. Board means B means brackets, and O means same thing off, and D means division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. In the same way, programming also we have some precedence. We have to follow some order. So in this case, parenthesis like this, braces have the highest precedence. So whatever value which is present inside the braces, that will be executed first. So this will execute 9, and after that this is 9 will execute. After that this minus symbol will execute. The return will be 0. The result will be 0. So it is not that much complicated. You have to know like what is the precedence, what is the order, like which has the highest uh, weightage. So based on that you can do. See, this is a perfect example. So generally multiplication has the highest weightage, so that's why these things will be multiplied first, and after that it will be added with the 100. So generally people will think like 100 plus 5 is what, 105. 105 into 3, so that will 105 into 3 means 315. So but that is not the case. So first what we will do, so it will look for the order. So order is what? So board mass. So multiplication has the highest power compared to this plus symbol. So that's why this will execute first, and after that this will execute. So in case if you modify this with 105, so if you apply these braces here, so then this will execute first, and after that it will multiply with this. So now 105 into 3, so the result will be 315. See, so that's a precedence order. So just need to follow this order. What is this and etc. So just follow these examples. So exercise you get to know. And so next we'll discuss about list, tuples, and set. These things we'll see in the next videos. Thank you.